Welcome back. If you're an adult in Nigeria today, you're definitely going through it, no matter what income bracket you are in. It's been a very, very tough time for a lot of people, and the last couple of weeks have been very scary by any measure with, like I said at the start of the show, what's been happening with the Naira and just the price of things generally. And so I want to talk adulting today with two people who are probably going through it, or maybe they're not. Oluchi and said it's a comedian. Thanks for being here today. Because you guys look very bright and happy, you know? So maybe you should share the...
It's called the smoke screen.
How's it been for you? People have said the entertainment industry seems to be the only sector now that is thriving, especially music, of course. Then there's the acting and just, you know, entertainment generally. It used to be entertainment and tech, but a lot is happening in tech these days. All the companies seem to be sacking people and crashing. We don't know.
People are actually quitting.
Is it a myth that entertainment is probably the only sector now that is thriving? Or, like he said, is it a smoke screen where, yeah, things are happening, but it's not as good as it may look?
Well, I think the entertainment industry isn't doing badly. However, the economic state is affecting us. So whether we like it or not, when I'm trying to bargain a prize, my prize, I'm like, there's 1 million I want to collect. And they'll be like, no, we cannot afford you. Please, collect 600K. So it has actually affected the way things usually run.
Yeah.
So we are trying, but the economic state is still affecting us, whether we like it or not, I think.
Comedy was always the escape, right? Is it still the case? Is it harder to make people laugh now?
Then I think, I think we're on a nosedive.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's sad to say, though, but...
Entertainment or comedy?
Comedy, I must say.
So?
Yeah, because music has really picked up.
Yeah.
You know, they are beginning to define some level of structure. Yeah. And the movie industries are also doing likewise. We're getting a lot of partnership now, you know.
And the streaming platforms seem to have sort of changed things.
Yeah, exactly. So for comedy, there's a nosedive. We are either here nor there. You know, we are just at that,
middle point.
Yeah, we're at the dead end, actually. That's what I'm saying.
Why so? What's happening?
That's because at first, you know, it looked like, let me give you an instance. There were days when Night of 1,000 Laugh would just have like 5 comics, no music, and the whole hall would be packed. In fact, they will have
From
2 sessions.
City to city.
City to city, they'll have 2 sessions. You know, but it doesn't happen now. It just doesn't happen now. And we have tingified the whole process. So we have to wait for the big man to come before the doors are open for the show, you know, because he is practically the sponsor or bankrolling. And then you see a comedian who is supposed to bless the audience with his content. You begin to hear things like, my chairman, this one where you come here, you spray your boy. And then at the end of the day, you know, we've got no value because these people just feel that, oh, okay, you know. And then you see where they call, quote unquote, things like comedy club. When somebody comes to take 2 bottles of beer and then he hears all the jokes and you want to invite him for your grand show, and then he's seen more than half of the people that you want to bring on stage. You know, so we are heading to that siege, you know, and I think we need to get to that siege very, very quickly so that we can, you know, re-strategize and then get them off.
Is it because, like I said, it's harder now to make people laugh?
It's not harder.
Because of the situation, or you mentioned structure with, you know, the other sectors of entertainment. Is that also a problem? Or is there just no disposable income now to say, let me bring out this 5, 10, 20, 50, 100K to go and watch a comedian make me laugh?
No, the thing is, I wouldn't say it's difficult to make people laugh. What will make people laugh is what will make people laugh. Laughter is a universal language. You know, it doesn't, you know, matter what it is. I think it's just how we have grown to fight against what we think is the economic challenge, forgetting the table rules of that particular act. That particular act used to be, you know, so novel before. But now it's just everybody, all comers are fair. You know, people who even come in, yeah, you can make people laugh, but then you don't even know how to go about it. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? Somebody just leaves his house, comes to stage, and then you pick on somebody all through your show. Is that all you planned for?
That's not why I came here.
Yeah, that's not why I came here.
You sell your market.
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying.
Let me come to you, Oluchi, because I want to talk, you know, we're talking adulting and just what the situation of life is right now. I was seeing a social media influencer who said they spend over 2 million naira a month outside of rent, just on running their lives. You're talking diesel, you're talking giveaways, you're talking bills, NEPA, you know, estate bills, you know, just all of these things that just keep piling up. And you're wondering, how much is this person even making? Anyone who's earning 2 million naira a month is supposed to be a big boy or a big girl. At least that's what we used to think.
Exactly.
Now people are spending that just to exist. How much more are you not supposed to make? You know, is that a reality, or is that a wealthy person's bracket?
I think it's dependent on the person.
Yeah.
Because, for example, I'm a prudent person. I'm not a spendthrift.
Did they help Jen by...
It is hard.
Did they help Jen by
I
5 o'clock in the morning?
myself to the, yeah. But how would I explain it? For me, in a month, I would spend maybe 100,000. Yes, because I would have to buy. I would have to buy food. I live alone. I live
But you
with
have
my
to
friend.
now do this, right? Because of the reality of the times.
Yes,
Yeah.
and on a normal day, it wasn't like this. It never was this expensive to live in Nigeria. I mean, I would go to the market and buy things of 10,000 naira, and it will fill up my backo bag. But now, I can't even. It's little or nothing, you know, left. So for me, it's my prudency now taking charge and trying to make me align my priorities, because I know that I have priorities. I live alone, but I still have to do this and do that. But in order to sustain myself over time, I need to work on how much I spend each month.
Yeah.
So,
is that harder in Lagos than anywhere else?
Yeah,
Because they say the opportunities are here. So you make more money here, but you spend more here.
Yeah.
Is that the case?
Yeah, so because, you know, when you have opportunities, you should also have those things that will fight the opportunities. That's what's going on. And then Lagos, we're living on a very fast life. Yeah, so the roads are bad. You know, even the alternate routes are also blocked. So we are struggling with all that to survive. So your productive time is basically on the road. You don't even plan well. That's why somebody at 3 months will put a baby in a creche. You get what I'm saying? It's chaotic, actually, I must say.
Yeah. Are you also as prudent as she is?
Well, I'm an Igbo man.
yeah, so and he has responsibility.
You don't spend anyhow.
You don't spend anyhow.
and that's even dependent on the status of the individual. I'm
Yeah.
single. Imagine a married man. So you would even spend more than that 100. If I married, I would spend way more than 100,000 naira.
What has shocked you the most becoming an adult, you know, from what you thought as a child? You know, that you would be doing. You know, like some of us said that when we were small, one of the biggest things for me would have been eating 2 meats. You know, I couldn't wait to get to that so that I can eat as much meat as I want. That one, of course. I mean, I can see 2 meats by the grace of God, but nobody prepares you for all these other things that come with it, isn't it? What has shocked you the most? Like, wow, that's what this thing be.
You know, that's adulthood, now scam you better. I think what has shocked me the most is the standard of living.
Yeah.
And housing. I remember when I was younger, my father's rent then was probably a 3-bedroom apartment. It was probably 250. And he would afford it. But now, rent is crazy.
Yeah.
Especially on the island. You can't even afford to. You need to find somewhere smaller. And the smaller, I don't know, it's as if they want to start making us live like we're in London, where the apartments are so small, but yet the prices of the rent is incredibly high. So I think it's accommodation for me that has shocked me the most.
What about you?
I think one of my biggest dreams when I was still a small child, young, was to have a day that only me just eat one sardine. You know that?
Just the one that they will cut the fish.
Yeah. In fact, I can't even see sardine.
How much is sardine now?
I don't even know, because I've not even bought it.
It's crazy.
Because this was something that used to be like, when I was in university.
Yeah.
2 noodles and 1 sardine was like, you know,
package.
make it just be safe. It was like you couldn't really afford big food. So let me just go to this guy.
This guy is there.
Meidomi. And just chop this thing. All of a sudden, I'm hearing sardine is 700 naira. I'm hearing ridiculous prices.
Yeah, no.
So what are even students surviving on? You know, you wonder.
It's crazy. It's really crazy. You see, we might laugh over it, but it's serious context.
Yeah.
Very serious context. And I must say that we overlook a lot of things, and that's why. When we started off with, Mo just vote. And then at the end of the day, you see that these 2 major parties have, you know, established 24 years of nothingness. You know, so it's high time we begin to tell ourselves some truth so that these situations will change. If not, we'll continue that way.
And it seems that people who are experiencing we're all experiencing hardship, but people are just myopic. It's like they've intentionally just decided to block their eyes. You're seeing hardship. Why do you want to still go through the same process again? Another maybe 8 years? Really? Come on, Nigerians.
I was going to ask, you know, the one thing that I think started working for entertainment as a whole was when at least our parents started saying that, oh, people are fending for themselves. This thing is bringing money. Oh, maybe I should let this person be. He's not begging me for money. He's even sending me money. He has, rented or built something. But we're at a time now where it's looking like those who have like stable income might have gotten it right. People who earn a salary, that there's a guaranteed money coming at the end of the month. Like you said now, comedy is struggling. Entertainment industry, if people don't have disposable income, they won't go to the cinema or they won't subscribe to the streaming platform. And that also affects you on the bottom line, which you're saying has even started reducing negotiations for you. So is career now looking like, did I say this thing now?
I think at some point in my life, the major hit for me was during the pandemic. I started to question why I decided to act and sing in the first place. I'm like, Popsy already
sent me here.
Yeah. Because I act and I sing at the same time. So that's double stream of income for me. But the pandemic came and then it twisted things around for me. And now I feel like we're in a recession. It feels like a recession to me right now. But I think it's the faith that things will get better that keeps me in this career, and the fact that I'm passionate about it. So I'm constantly reminding myself, and we're not like the 9-to-5 people. You can be called all of a sudden, oh, we need you for this event, and we're going to pay you 100K. Someone sitting in an office 9-to-5 may be paid 100K, but I would have maybe certain number of events in a month, and I would make maybe 500,000 naira. So it's dependent on how your job's coming.
You have done this for a while now,
like
so you kind of understand the industry.
Yes, I do.
You're probably at a place now where you are stable enough to navigate things, hopefully. But has there been times where you just thought, maybe I could just, have you thought about it?
Many times.
Yeah.
Many times. For me, what has kept me through the years is the passion. I studied theater and performing arts, as I guess that's why the corridors are quite familiar for me. So the passion keeps me going. But at certain times, you begin to, battle with some of the things you see on social media. You begin to wonder, this same job all of us do. You understand what I'm saying? And it begins to weaken your faith. There was a time I even said, I beg, then I was staying in Satellite. So I said to my landlord, I said, this one business they be. Like, if I can't learn work for Alaba, they be.
You want to bar boy?
But like I said, I've also discovered that this job that we're in is about, building relationships and negotiating your way through the times. So maybe I've done a better job, and that's why I'm where I am today. But I know it's not easy for a lot of people too.
Yeah. Would you want your kid to do it?
To do entertainment? He's towing that line because my son is always drawing everything he sees on TV.
Wow.
So I don't understand.
I don't understand.
I just don't understand. The boy is shocking me, and then every time he'll just pause, cartoon program. He'll draw. He'll draw it exactly like that. And I can't get angry because it looks like he knows where he's going to. And I'm not going to stress him. At least he's lucky. At least he gets blue passport. So if he ran for if he run, so that's.
Would you have preferred a more structured career for him?
Basically, now I wouldn't say there are structured careers in Nigeria.
Thank you.
What I see is emergent careers.
Fields.
Where somebody will stay at home and gossip about what he or she saw, or somebody said, "Oh, this man go carry woman go this hotel." It becomes job. It becomes money-making, venture. Somebody carries a box every weekend and says, "Oh, I'm putting powder and lipstick on people, and I'm making so much money." So the emerging, factors, or rather, the emerging careers are building so strong that I can sit down now. Somebody makes an app on this phone, and then it's money. You get what I'm saying? I don't need to go out and all that. So you can't even say lawyers, doctors. Those things are gradually fading away. Herbal medicine is gradually taking away doctors' work and all that. So
completely agree with you, because I've said it a few times on this show that I read an article 3, 4, 5 years ago. I can't remember exactly when, that said in 2/3 of the jobs that would exist in 25 years don't exist today.
Exactly.
So there's still a lot more that are going to come. And I can't even imagine what these jobs are. What do you want to do again? Anyway, you were shaking your head when he was talking about his child going to entertainment. You don't want?
I think it's getting better now. Because I remember my dad once asking me, "Olu, Is it
Is it
Are
really?
you sure that this is what you want to do? And I told him, yes, Daddy. I mean,
I faced that.
yeah. I'm independent to a very reasonable extent, and I've been able to foot my bills. So I think my child can do entertainment, yes.
Would you encourage it?
Yes, I would encourage her. My dad encouraged me. My mom did the same. So why would
My dad
I
never
encourage?
encouraged me.
Well, my parents did though.
So when I got my admission to study diploma in theater arts, so I told my dad, he said, okay, after the diploma, okay, here's it again. I said, then I'll go for the degree. He said, okay, after the degree, okay, here's it again. I said, okay. So when I finished the degree, he said, yes, you finished the degree. And
so which course
you
did
made
you
it 2-1, and you know, yeah, from so and he now said, so when are you doing a professional course? I said, wait, all this time, why is? So it's not professional enough. Up until you started seeing things and all that. So sometimes he just call me, something happened in our meeting today. I think it was very funny. Maybe if you can use it on stage.
I mean,
that's nice.
Like, I'd had a CNN interview inside Africa, and my parents they featured in it because they were. I was talking about my life as a theater actor and a singer.
Yeah.
And my dad got calls from church and. Odi, I saw you on the TV. I saw you and your wife on the TV. Wow,
So it's a lot of pride now.
Yeah, it's a thing of pride.
That's always the best part. I mean, it's very tough times. I wanted to talk to you about, you know, freedom, which we all crave as kids. You know, when I'm an adult, I'll be free. It's not enough anymore.
Now I crave rest, sleep. I barely go out.
The freedom comes with too many bills.
Yes, it does. Definitely.
Well, good luck to both of you, man. I mean, you guys are doing absolutely amazing. I've been a huge fan of yours, you know, for a long time, and you are definitely going to be a shining star. Just, I know we're all going through it. That's the honest truth. Like I said, no matter your income brackets in Nigeria today, and probably the globe, because a lot is happening around the world.
Yes.
Let's just hold on, man, because
hold on
tight.
We have to be here. Thanks a lot for being here.
Thank you, Ebuka. Thank you so much.
We'll take a quick break. I'll be right back. Please stay with us.